I'm just setting up. If you're watching in the future, I'm sad. I'm sorry that this might be boring at first. Fast forward. Trying to get my lighting. Okay. So, hello. I did this nail the other day. Excuse my ugly hands. Let me put on gloves. I want to use this foil today. I just had an idea. My boyfriend is asleep. This transfer foil is from Daily Charm, and you can use code Tabytha10 to get a discount. Okay, so I'm just cutting the fingers off of my gloves because I think my hands look janky. But I don't even know why I cut it, all 5 of them. I'm probably just gonna do one nail. But I've had people ask me why I cut the fingers out my gloves. I used to do it more often. Oh no, you're fine. I figured it was hard to see maybe with the white and pink, but maybe not. Okay. Hi in Australia. That's awesome how far and wide people see my videos. Okay, so hey everyone, Happy New Year to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna use these glue tabs. I'm just playing with the nail. I don't really have too much of an idea. And I kind of thought I was gonna do this with some gold maybe. Let me zoom in, maybe that's too soon. So, said it before, instead of using this to do a little design on, I like to use my actual finger because I can do it better. These glue tabs from Daily Charm are actually pretty strong. I haven't like worn them like out and about. But if you have, I said it before, if you have something like you're doing for a few hours or something, like an event, and you literally just want some nails for a couple hours, I think it's good. God, my nails are so bad. Please don't talk about them. Again, I was gonna do this without the camera on, but I thought, hey, well, let me turn it on and do a video for you guys. I'm just off camera nipping some of this dead skin. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, not so embarrassed, but kind of. It looks bad, right? Y'all see it? Yeah. Okay, so these are the Gel X Coffin extra long tips. I'm going to just use the glue tab and put one on. Of course, you would prep the nail, make it look much nicer than what my nail is looking like right now. This is not the most appropriate way. Well, it's not inappropriate, but if you're familiar with Gel X, it's a whole system. You're supposed to apply it a certain way. But these are really nice. I'm just gonna hold it down for a second. I should have only cut out the middle finger. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some cuticle oil on the rest and make them pretty. Yeah, I've always had like challenging looking hands, but I've lost weight and they have just withered up and still been challenging looking. But I'm gonna just moisturize them a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking about this again. I don't know. I think I want to do gold with it. So I think I'm gonna pull out this gold marble tint, and I'm gonna take this, and when I try to do coordinating, I like to do coordinating colors, this is multicolors. I'm just going to put it against my gel polish drawer. It's usually Madam Glam because I can see all the colors. It makes it like an easy decision. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna put it in there and see what color kind of looks best. Okay. Maybe this one, right? Yeah. And this is from Skyline Beauty Supply, Skyline Beauty Supply. Okay. So again, we're just trying out a design. I don't know where this is gonna go. You would prep these tips. This isn't a proper tutorial and stuff. But you would traditionally either buff this or wipe this with acetone in order to get you a nice surface so that your gel polish or whatever art you're using adheres to it properly. So I'm just going to, is my lamp plugged in? Oops. So I'm using Madam Glam's Magenta. In case you're curious, and you can use code Tabytha, get a discount. Again, we're here for the design. Look, I'm all getting it on my skin. I promise I can polish y'all. Isn't that a nice color? Oh, my lamp. I can access it. My lamp's just off to the side. So I'm gonna use this. Let's pull it out. See, it also has this beautiful teal. I mean, it has all different colors, but this kind of starts looking like a butterfly type thing. I'm just over here curing that polish. So let's take this out and see. What do we have? Wow, this is so unique and abstract. It kind of looks like I forget what it's called. It's like acrylic. You know when they do the acrylic pours, but then they just put the oil in it and it kind of separates and stuff. It is really cool. And I don't know which part to use. I kind of like through here. Happy New Year, everybody. I don't know. Because then this is kind of cool. where to go with this. As far as I don't want too much green, I know. Okay, so we have them seeing where the same patterns are. We gotta make big decisions. Okay, so you can use, where is it at? My desk is in shambles. The Daily Charm Foil Transfer Gel. This, I see somebody place a comment on my last video saying it is pricey. It is $25, but I've had this for 2 years. Okay, there's other great brands. I'm not pushing this to you. If you're interested in a brand that I've used, it's this one. But again, I've used this one for about 2 years. I am behind the scenes trying out another one, but I do recommend this one. Okay, you can use code Tabytha and the number 10 to get a discount. If you're watching in the future, you can look in the description bar below or in my last recent video if you're curious. And if they have a better deal, I said this before, y'all give me a moment. Let me make my little extra monies on the side. If Daily Charm or whoever, generally speaking, if they have a better sale, let's say they have 30% off, I can only offer you 10% off. If you still want to support me, you know, I like Tabytha, thank you so much. And you're like, well, I can't use her code. If you click the link that's in my description bar to go to Daily Charm, it'll track it. So they'll say, hey, even though they didn't use Tabytha's code, she referred them. She won't be poor this month. So I'm going to polish on our foil gel. I kind of want to zoom out a little bit. Keep it thin. And I'm just going to put in the light off camera. I mean, you're not missing nothing. Hey. I kind of want to use the clear holographic foil that I used in the last video, the little opal thing I did. Like this. With this. I think it'd be kind of cute, right? We're gonna see. I don't know what I'm not trying to teach y'all something. We're just hanging out. Oh, thank you. I have one ASMR video. My boyfriend keeps telling me make more. Thank you so much. I never thought so much of me living on social media and having any type of this much success would be because of my voice. And I do recommend, okay, I don't know what y'all talking about, but when you put this in the light, cure it for 60 seconds in LED, I think 2 minutes UV, and then let it air dry for like a minute. So I'm gonna cut this just to make it easier to handle. I know I want this piece through here. I don't know exactly, but I know I want it through here. I'm feeling like, see, here's my issue. I kind of don't like how much white is in here. Right? I'm scared, y'all. Scared I'm gonna mess up. I kind of want this bit. Whatever, let's do it. Okay, so I'm pressed down the middle. Hopefully this will transfer. Again, I'm trying out a different foil gel. So for some reason this is messed up in its transfer or something. Man, I did not pick a good part. Well, maybe. Okay, so when you're doing foil, you need to be it's a very easy way to get a design on a nail. It's a cheat code, but the thing you need, as simple as it is, you just need to be, what am I trying to say? Make sure you rub this whole thing, and that's the most tedious part of it, but it's worth it, of course. And I like to start in the middle, make sure that's flat. And get it as flat on the edges. Now, you're putting something flat on a curved surface. I say this all the time. So you're gonna have some inconsistencies. That's just geometry, physics, life. Make sure you press it down all the way. I'm lifting it up and seeing what hasn't transferred and kind of pressing it back. What if this is ugly? It just might be. Okay. This isn't my, maybe I just chose a bad area. This isn't my most favorite thing, but we're just in the beginning, right? We're trying it out. That's why we're trying it out. That's it. This is my fault. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of focus. I didn't realize it. I didn't polish it as good back there. And again, I'm not using the Daily Charm foil. I am trying out another one. So, you want to get it transferred as much as possible. But again, that's why we put a coordinating color or as coordinating. So, where we were missing color, it's not as obvious. So I'm gonna go ahead and top coat that in preparation for whatever is about to happen next. I don't know. I'm just gonna use the Madam Glam no wipe top gel. And when you put the top coat, you'll see, of course, we're missing spaces, but I plan on doing other stuff. I don't know what, but other stuff. But when you put it, it smooths out those creases. Oop. I got a little fuzzy down here. I think I tapped it on my sweater. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the light. But again, this is our base. This is our base. We're okay. Don't panic. It's ugly. We'll get it together. Maybe. I mean, I think I could have used, I think a whole set with this or multiple ones where you can kind of play with a different pattern so you can see it kind of cohesive on 5 nails or 4, you know, whatever, you'll know what I'm saying. So you can see this part of the pattern, different parts all together might make it look better to have a whole set, if that makes sense. So I'm just curing it in the light right now. And what I think I'm going to do is what I said I was going to do, and do the holographic foil. So I'm going to I'm gonna try to get back here to kind of camouflage that. And I'm gonna just do different, just random. Oh, y'all, I'm not. She said, sorry, I'm late. Like, this is a class. You're fine. So I'm using the holographic transfer foil. It's a clear holographic one. I have a whole set. I usually put a link in the description bar to, like, I have it on my Amazon store that you can find the actual set I have. So I'm just curing in the light. I'm sorry. It's not just great television. So I think I'm gonna do some of this. I kind of want to put some black detail in it, right? Black and gold. I don't know. For sure this. Okay. The fun part for this all the time is to find the right side that transfers. So sometimes you could tell if you look up close. Sometimes I just got to practice, and that is the right side. So let us go. Y'all, ignore the rest of my nails look bad. They look like they have, okay, they look like they have rings on them, like from the e-file. But let me tell y'all what happened. It's from me popping off nails that I just put on and things. So for somebody wants to be in the comments, okay, so we have that. Y'all, I am not liking this, but we'll go. I'm gonna do another layer of top coat before I do anything else. So let's cure that in the light. Hey everyone. And oh, where's my black polish? I'll just see what it say. Okay, so I got this black polish. I think I'm gonna do some black marble on it. I feel like, I don't know why I think that will make it better. So hopefully this isn't as dried out as the white one was that I did yesterday. Oh no, it's not. Thank you. And I'm just gonna take some acetone in the acetone lid. I don't think this is gonna pull together. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't think this is going to be cute. I know y'all probably like, no. Okay. So I am just going to do some marbling with this black. And I think of the sharpness of the black against the multicolors might kind of bring it together. I'm still trying to camouflage that. But that's too much. Let's take some of that off. I have to say my favorite thing to do, just like black, just to do marble in general. I know there's a lot of inks and stuff, but to me, I just love regular polish to do a marble. I don't use traditional polish often at all, except to stamp and to marble. But I'm really thinking this black is making it cuter, to me at least. What do y'all think? Oh, let me back up some. I'm reading those comments, I'm sorry. I don't really know which vision I had, y'all. Right? I think the black is making it look more betterer. And I like the little peaks of the holographic going on. Oh, I'm off camera. I'm so sorry, y'all. Ooh, my finger's shaking. Yes, I see Sharpie marbling is good. It's fine. I think all marbling has a place somewhere. Depending on what you're doing, you get different effects. So I first learned how to marble with Sharpie, but just for adding just like black or white or something like that, like to do marbles just like that. Oh yeah, I think this is cute. Maybe not cute. all the way around, but okay, let's put that on. That doesn't need to go on the light. That's regular polish. Tabytha. Okay, I'm going to top coat again. Yeah, it's just regular black polish from Color Club. I like the little holographic bits. And I'm top with my no wipe gel top coat. And today, like I said, I'm just using Madame Glam's no wipe. And it's important. Okay, I'm always like doing something different and telling y'all something different. This is a thicker top coat. It has a thicker viscosity. If you can see, like there's a glob on here and it's not running. I wouldn't really use this in this process. It's just what I had on hand. I would use a thinner one because we're going to do multiple coats. And with marbling, sometimes you have to, because if I was to use, if I still want to use the gold, if I was to use this on top of the black without top coating, I would move the black around because you use alcohol or acetone or a mix to manipulate this. My favorite top, I've had a few top coats that I like. My favorite one is in the black, but I said that before. I put that on hold because of everything going on in the world and stuff. It just didn't feel right before Christmas, and we didn't know about stimulus checks and unemployment and Christmas and the end of the year, and just so much. It just didn't feel right. But I have been I've been trying out a lot of the in the black things for a long time. And the top coat I've used for probably 2 years by now. And it's a lot of, I'll get comments on Instagram and hear like, what top coat do you use? It's still shiny. So I'm trying to keep a collection of all the like 3-week type pictures, 4-week, 5-6 weeks where the top coat shiny using in the black together. So, you know, when it happens, it happens. So let's see what the gold looks like. You shake that up. You need to shake it up because it'll all settle. And you probably need, in the midst of using this, like if I was doing a set, like 10 nails with this or multiple nails, you probably have to shake it up like at least once or twice more in the middle because it will settle and you'll get less pigmentation. Oh, God bless. It is stuck. I'm gonna see if this works. This is the polish opener thing that Atwood always sends. Oh, and it never fails me. This has never failed me. Okay, I'm just knocking over stuff. So let's see how this looks on here. Because we could just wipe this off if we hate this. I'm still trying to camouflage this cuticle area. What do we think of that? Of course, you want to manipulate it. Hey, Betty. Oh, I spilled my acetone. I'm so sorry. I need like I used to have some. A finger stand. I'll use this. How about that? See, this is looking better, right? I'm just manipulating the gold how I see fit. And I encourage you guys, marbles are so forgiving. Like, try different mediums and try it with different manipulators. Like, try it with, try like your marbling inks or whatever you're using. Try it with acetone. Try it with alcohol. Try it with 70% alcohol. Try it with 90% alcohol. Try it with a mix of alcohol and acetone. It'll all give you different looks. None of them are right. None of them are wrong. It's just all different. And it depends on what look you're going for. I mean, it might be wrong for the look you're going for, but it's not wrong in practice, if that makes sense. And I'm just moving this wherever I think it needs to go. And I think yeah, I would say that too. But try both. There's certain things and looks that I think look better when manipulated on a matte surface. And some looks I think are better manipulated on a shiny. And I've done some where, like how I'm doing this process where I marbled black, top coated, marbled gold. I've done some looks where I marbled one color over matte, top coated, marbled a second layer over shiny, or vice versa, or something like that. Like, again, there's not a wrong way, there's different ways to get different results. So some things, if you want a certain look, they'll, be like, yeah, use this on a matte surface if you want a specific look that maybe a brand has shown you or a nail tech has shown you. But also try it on shiny and see if it's another look that you like. There's so many variables with marbling. Okay, so let us, let's see. I'm going in my art drawer over here, guys. I know I'm off camera. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to. Okay, I think it's on my other disc. Hold on. Okay. I want to get some stones. Some crystals. I wanted to find my rings and stuff, but I could not find them. I'm trying to see what color crystals. I want to put a little. These are kind of funky, right? I use those. I love these. I can't remember which one they are though. Oh, I think they're silk shimmer. Y'all, I'm scared to use my Swarovski crystals. Oh, I also have some in here. That's too dark. That's making me. I want to brighten it up. Maybe these. Maybe that. Watch me cover up this whole marble nail with crystals. Never find what I'm looking for. I'm sorry I'm not set up, but I didn't. I put the disclaimer. I'm just trying stuff out. Y'all are just watching me. I have nothing planned. I have this. I'm trying to do a lot on this one nail. Man, I've been having these for years. These type of charms. Nobody wants them. Pick this up. It's a little heavy. That's so gaudy. It's so much. I'm not really gonna do one of these. But sometimes you put something on here and it works. Who knows? All these charms. You saying these charms are 90s? Oh yeah, I'm talking about Tammy and pink and whites and stuff. Okay, y'all see me keep dropping this. Let me put a little Q&A. No, I don't think you can see the teal. I didn't even really use the teal bit. Not much. So I like to set my stones on the nail just to kind of see how I feel about it, because it'll change the whole look. And this is always my style. If I have my mom and many clients, if you want to see crystals, I always put them straight down the nail. I think this is way too yellow. You know, I kind of have a desire to use one of these big ones. Right? Oh, they're so heavy. Just take up everything. These, let me tell y'all, I've said this before. These are, I never reuse my Swarovski crystals for clients. These big ones that cost a bit, if these are ones that my clients have worn for weeks, and then I pop them off and they still stay in one piece, so I keep them for instances like this, like when I'm, you know, wanting to do a set on myself, or I mean, it's you can see it's a little bit scratched up and stuff, but you know. My katana just does not want to participate today. I guess it don't want me to use those. So I'm thinking, oh, you know what I'm thinking? I have all these strong LED lights and they're starting to cure this gel on here. I'm gonna take the gold off. I'm gonna take this one off. oh, this started to cure. Okay. I'm gonna use these silk shimmers. And I'm gonna do, I don't know what design, something simple. Is this the biggest stone that I have? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, I finally found that. I'm sorry, I'm not talking, y'all. I'm just really just playing around. So have y'all got y'all stimulus or what? Oh, y'all still here? I didn't realize it was reconnecting. Y'all still here? I went and got my beads. I don't have many left after doing those crazy Christmas nails. I need to order some more. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really just focusing on this nail for no good reason. I'm gonna just pop it off and it's gonna sit here. But I'm adding some micro beads just to kind of bring it together. I think it looks kind of, sometimes it can look kind of clunky. I mean, this is some big stones. But I think this bead doesn't want to go where I want to put it. Okay. And I got wax on the crystals. Oh, let me just kind of zoom in. How about that? But once I cure it and wipe it off, that will not be a problem. Just adding a few beads. And I say it all the time, beads can really change the way your crystal looks. That was a poor choice of words. But it really can. And if you're like, oh, I don't know how to get those, if you just put it where the stones like connect or intersect, or I don't know what the best word is for that, you'll start making it look like jewelry, like faceted in. I mean, you can have some just kind of free hanging like that, just out on the edge. But start off with that. I promise you'll create a beautiful look. Just even if you had two stones, like the cuticle area or whatever, and you put, you know, just two beads and maybe like one on the end, you'll create a very beautiful look. And I think this is starting to look cute. I think I want a little triangle back here for whatever reason. I have one. Boom. And I'm gonna do two beads back here where that triangle. And then you could even go just around this. Okay, so disclaimer, I'd probably put enough crystal gel to begin with so I don't have to string this along. So be more proactive than me. This is starting to look extra, right? Like grandiose extra. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm just looking at the silhouette of it. Now I go through and kind of make sure it's straight as possible. That I like everything. Do I think I need beads in between the... Yeah, I think I want to do some beads between the triangle and the last stone. Just like that. What do you guys think of that? Again, there's wax on the stones. We'll clean that up with acetone. At this point, when I'm working on a client and their nails this way, I turn their hand facing me, like straight up. I'm too close to the camera, so I can see, and I'm not trying to flip y'all off, of course, to make sure it's straight. I'm gonna just get this as straight as possible, because I kind of put this press on a little wonky. I just kind of move it around and make sure it's just exactly how I want it. I think I want another bead right there. Ah. I just need one more bead. I got acetone on my jar and it... Oh, did y'all see that bead just... Okay, I seen it. I got acetone on my jar and I had to drill it open. I'm gonna do one more right here. Don't act funny, Mr. Bead. Just go. Okay, boom. And I think that I want to make sure this gold ring right here has enough room to show. So I'm gonna remove the beads from on its surface. And just little details. I'm just making sure, like these beads around this crystal, I want to make sure are evenly spaced out. Ignore the cotton on here. Make sure this is centered. These, you can really change, and this is a small detail, but just experiment with it. The spacing of the beads between two stones can really change how it looks. Like you can bump them together, and you see it kind of narrows the silhouette right here. It kind of, you see what I'm saying? When I bump them together, perfectly fine. If I spread them apart and kind of move these crystals, it kind of creates a different, it goes from like narrow and widens, and this is widening the silhouette even more, and then it goes wider and then tapers back down. I mean, the decision is yours, but I'm saying little details like that will, you know, cause changes in your overall look. And so I want to have a kind of silhouette that goes from pointy, gets wider, comes back down. So I'm gonna make sure these two beads touch. These are spread wider. These are good where they're at. I like the ones on the end right here, just because they continue with this kind of silhouette again, being its widest point, and then coming back in. So, although I don't always know where I'm going with it, I kind of go for a certain aesthetic. Again, whatever you want to do is what you want to do. But I'm thinking of things just to make this fall in place and make it look nice. So I am going to go ahead and cure this in the light. It's as good as I'm willing to make it be in this video for y'all. I'll put that in the light over here. I'm reaching over here on the floor. So I started off with this foil, and I don't even know why. And be sure when you're using caviar beads, I don't know what all y'all have been talking about in the comments, but a crystal gel is the way to go. A glue is not for caviar beads or resin. Okay, so let's go ahead and top coat. So you can use a striper brush. What is that? A striper brush and a no wipe top coat. I have this Seal It Up pen from Daily Charm. Not a requirement. Again, it's just no wipe top coat and a striper brush. But if you're interested, it's on Daily Charm, but I'm not, that is not a necessary dollar to spend on that specific product. Not that I don't recommend it. I just don't think that, I think it's like 20, 25 bucks or something like that. Again, use your regular no wipe top coat and a striper brush and save them those 25 bucks, 20 bucks or whatever it is. I'm gonna go over it again because it's gonna end up shiny with a regular top coat. But I just want to show you guys, of course I'm not wearing this nowhere, but just go over these beads in between. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Never, ever, ever. I don't care who wants you to do it. I don't care if your client is trying to pay you to do it. Never top coat over the crystals. That defeats the whole purpose of them. They will not shine, they will not sparkle. They'll just look like chunks of chunks. Please never go over the crystals. Over the beads, please go over them. Over your charms, these little triangles and etc., please go over them. The crystals, never. Seal around the edge, yes. And see, when I say around, like literally the very edge of the crystal, right up to here. We're sealing right on the edge, so we still get the sparkle. Right around the edge, we need that sealed in so it doesn't catch on fabrics and hairs and things like that. It's a 2-in-1. One, it won't be a nuisance by catching on things. And in the circle, if it doesn't catch on things, it won't come off. It will not easily come off at all because it will not catch on anything to take it off, especially if you, of course, adhered it well and etc. You had good products, So that's why it is important to seal around the edge of your crystals. And of course, your beads can lose color. People will be like, oh, my beads get dingy. And it can happen, but to give the best chance for them to stay gold or rose gold or a bright silver, whatever it may be, top coat over them. Get in these little spaces right here. Again, we don't want things to be able to catch. In between the stone, not on top of it. Go ahead and put that in the light. And I'm just going to flash cure that because I'm gonna top coat again. So at this point, I'm gonna top coat again. In real life, well, I'm about to do it right now. I like to clean up my shape. When I was doing the clear holographic foil, I was being obnoxious and I put a chunk of foil glue right here and it cured that way. So you see this little bulge out right here. I want to bring that down with the file. just as much as I can before I throw the whole look off. Sorry, I'm off camera, but it's a little easier for me. And just lightly before you start taking away too much. We have that coordinating color underneath, so if we knock a little bit off, we'll be okay. And I'm not gonna get this 100% because I don't want to take off too much again. And I'm going over the edge. Just getting this edge nice and as flat as possible. Some people don't like that. It bothers them to not have no color. Sometimes you can't tell depending on what you did. Like I've filed everything, but you can't really tell because we have that coordinating color. It's not a big deal. But to get that sharp edge, this is what has to be done. And I see people like, oh, well, isn't that going to cause your gel polish to come off? One, if you prepped your nail correctly, which I didn't because we're just doing press-ons. But if you did, you buffed it right, or you put some protein bond or something, you shouldn't have that as a main concern. But also, we do this before we do our final top coat, so we can seal everything right back in. So we're getting our shape together. It feels together, right? Pretty much together. We still have a little bulk out, but we're okay. We'll make it. I'm going to dust it off. Girl, I hate when people ask. I can remember only a few clients. Yes, so my last top coat, my final top coat, it's gonna be no wipe, and it's of thinner viscosity, so it doesn't add too much bulk. So I'm going to top coat with my final favorite, go over the edge because it's ashy and we want to get that. Again, we did that. You can't even really tell. We have that coordinating color, so wherever I filed off right here at the edge, again, you can tell, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But we try to make the least amount of mistakes as possible. And when we do, we know how to troubleshoot them. Because I don't know if y'all notice, a lot of me doing nails is just me troubleshooting what I have messed up and trying to make it better. So, oh, my hand jumped or slipped. And I already went in between here, in between all that with top coat. So no need for that. We're just going around. And what I like to do sometimes, I don't know if y'all can tell, sometimes you'll get inconsistent. Let me see if the light will show kind of inconsistencies in the smoothness around the edge of the crystals. So if you take your top coat and kind of put a little more, and it'll kind of self-level out and kind of smooth out a little more, if that makes sense. I'm kind of filling it in. And letting it self-level, kind of like a builder gel would. I'm keeping that towards the middle of the nail. We don't want to bulk it out for it to run and stuff. And then I'm gonna flip it over again. We kind of filled it in like builder gel. We don't want too many inconsistencies on the nail. And then I'm going to put it in the light. So I am off camera. In the light we go. Okay, let me see y'all's comments because I haven't read any. What y'all laughing at? You're funny. I'm just reading y'all's comments. Getting this last good cure in. Yeah, my mom. Okay, here's the thing. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't want sharp nails. All right, stay with me. My mom doesn't. But if you go, especially when she had coffin nails, which is most of, if y'all are familiar with my mom's nails and her history of nails, they've mostly been coffin. And we have pulled off some sharp coffins. Now, what you have to do, where's my buffer? Okay, so you have this nice sharp edge nail. Let's act like I got it all the way together. And so they're like, oh, can you round the edges? It's because they don't want the nail to be sharp to do this. That's some people. I had a client, she wanted her sharp, and that would be her test if it scratched her and made her ashy. So that's what they don't want, essentially. So if you come from the underneath and buff it, just, you're looking to buff this piece right here. And of course you can tell them it will dull out as, you know, it's worn. So I just buff this corner right here. It does not change my silhouette at all. However sharp the silhouette is, it still is. However sharp this angle is and this is, it still is. What we have changed is the underside of the nail right here. So I've done that, and now I'm pressing it, and we're way less sharp. I'm not making no ash. Barely, because I'm ashy. But you see the difference, and that's what people want. So that's my tip to you. When people ask for rounded edges, don't round the shape of your, like, don't come in here and round this. Just buff that. Now, yeah, if they literally want a rounded, like, that's ugly, and don't book them again. But if some of them don't know how to explain that they don't want it sharp, so they ask for rounded edges. So try that and say, okay, it's less sharp. Is that okay? And they might be like, oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Because that's what my mom likes. She doesn't want them too sharp, but she wants a sharp shape. You know what I'm saying? So we have the sharp shape, but we don't have sharp slice you nails. Okay, so let's wipe these crystals off because they have the wax from our crystal picker upper on there. So I use acetone just to get that off and make sure my stones are shiny and ready for pictures. Sometimes if you do go high up, too high up on the nail with the top coat, which it does happen. We're not polishing over it, but we came up too high, like right here. So I like to, if I can, because you're not really, these are glass crystals, they're Swarovski. You're not really gonna scratch them up like that. Just carefully. I know I'm off camera. I'm trying to see close, but I'm just kind of taking off a little bit of this top coat that got too high up. So I did that, scraped that off. I'm gonna go back in and clean the excess, the little pieces I scraped away with my little acetone, and that's going to look a little bit better. So this, excuse my skin meat. This is our final look that I did not plan on, didn't know what was happening. Let me see if y'all can see the holographicness of it. I just love that little detail. Good night. You see some little pieces of holographicness? I love it. Let me turn off this light. Closing time. Can't believe they took The Office off of Netflix. It's on some app thing, whatever, called Peacock. Of course, cliche, I love The Office. Let me tell y'all a sweet story real quick. I was having a really bad day on New Year's Eve. And it was a really bad day. And after everything, I came in the room, and my boyfriend, he always talks about The Office. He's like, the UK office is better, whatever. And whatever. And I had messaged him earlier in the day when I was having a better day. Oh, it's the last day of The Office. I know you don't care, but I'm just sad. I just want to tell you. And he just said something jokingly sympathizing, but I'm having this bad day and I'm just standing there crying and stuff. And I had a bad night. And anyway, so I come in the room. I had left, and I came back home, and I came in the room, and we're talking, and I'm crying about whatever's going on. And I just look, and he has The Office on pause. Like, and he has table set up to eat, and I just start bawling, and I'm like, you're so sweet. I know you don't like it. And so it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and he's like, we watch as many as you can before it's off of Netflix. And so by the end of it, he's like, yeah, the American Office is pretty funny. I'm like, see? Oh, we love Frasier too. I like Frasier. Not as much as I like The Office. He is a keeper. He's the best. I'm sorry. I know all y'all want good spouses and stuff, but if you're looking for a good man, I found the best one, and I'm sorry. I'm just showing y'all this. I love to see the little holographic peek through. Just the little slivers. I think this came out pretty cute. I mean, it's a far jump. I mean, I covered most of it up. I changed it, but let me zoom out. From the foil we started with to what we ended up with. Thank you so much. So we completely, I guess, kind of transformed this. But I think it ended up being cute. I didn't know where we were going, but this is what we came up with. And did y'all watch my last live when I did this one? When the man story stops. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you gotta go for some duds. Okay. Did y'all see me do this opal? Look, this was really cute to me. I'm biased. It's just been sitting on my desk, and I'm like, oh, that is really pretty. It's really kind of light and airy. It's still really cute, right? And I did this, my zodiac sign. I'm a Scorpio. Yes, it's my last live that I did. I did it yesterday, I think, or the day before. But just look at my last video, my last live, and you can see me do this one. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm loving the Sparkle Pro so far. Yes, this live is up. It's the last video I did, the last live I did. So check it out. Yeah, my regular Sparkle e-file is still working perfectly. My Sparkle Pro, I've only had it for however long ago I did that video, but it's awesome. Seems so calm for what? A Scorpio? I don't know, I did a live actually in the afternoon / morning-ish. So check that out, it's my last live. I have some cute ideas I want to do. I got some stuff coming from Daily Charm. Some Valentine / springy type stuff. I think it's Valentine. I don't know what it all is, but yeah, story time. Do y'all like story time? Just random story. This is well, this video, I will be saving this video, so if you're here at the end, you can watch from the beginning. It should be up in a little while. It usually automatically uploads after I end the video. I have to think of stories, but just what if they're not nail related stories? Do y'all still appreciate that? I mean, because I've lived a lot of other life that isn't me polishing nails, as does everyone, you know? I mean, there's only so much I can tell you stories about nails, which would be me telling you stuff about clients. And there's only so much I could tell y'all about clients. I mean, I told y'all about the one that took me for my money. I told y'all about the one that ran into my garage door. There's only, I'm gonna start telling clients business. Let me tell you about this one that was having this affair with this guy. Okay, no, I ain't gonna do that. Cause see, I don't know how much details I can give out before that person. Not that they're gonna watch this per se, but I don't know if I could give out a detail that would, maybe somebody on here is from the area. Maybe somebody on here knows some of my clients and they put two and two together and I can say a detail about it. And they'd be like, oh, I know who that is. Yeah, that's when she said she felt unsafe in my neighborhood, the one that ran into my garage. So don't get me back started on her. I have an old video. Oh, I think I took that down, of me talking about me going to nail school. That was the most horrible experience. But I'm so far removed from that. I just know it's horrible. It was horrible, but I'm here today. It doesn't even matter now. I can't even remember all of the bad stuff that occurred while I was in nail school, if that makes sense to just keep talking about that. I wish I should get my love down here. I don't know. He tells stories really well. I wouldn't say in my original video, that's funny, and I'm like, man, why am I protecting them? It was Tint, T-I-N-T, Tint. That's the school that I went to. I wish I didn't look ugly and I'll turn the camera around. That's what my boyfriend always says. He's like, turn the camera around and, talk to the people. But I'm always looking ugly. Good night. I'm not going to be too much longer. Yeah, I think the teal part. Anyways, I'm trying to wrap this up. Aren't foils the most frustrating thing to put up? Right, y'all are staring at a paper towel. That's hilarious, and I'm so sorry. Here, watch me roll up foils. It's titillating television. Oh, I hate my Scorpios. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. I fall on the cusp. My birthday is 11/21, so I'm right on the cusp of being a Sagittarius. Oh man, I put it in the wrong thing. Oh. I have this foil, but I don't think I'm gonna do. I'm kind of, if y'all haven't got the gist, I'm just doing different marble-ish type nail designs. I have this little set. This is like galaxy type stuff. Galaxy mixed with marble. Okay. Ah, you see? It won't stay. I haven't really taken a good look at these. You better go. Okay. I'm gonna do to this one what I did to that one. Oh, I got it. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is cute. I'm trying to think of a story. Oh, I do know this story. Okay, I'll tell y'all this quick little story. Okay. I I used to, how fast can I tell this story? Cuz I've been having issues with like my body. That's really what's been going on. So I've been trying to really take care of it. And I think sitting and being in certain positions have really hurt me. So now I'm standing up and talking to y'all. And yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you the story real quick, the rundown. I used to do t-shirts, like the heat transfer t-shirts. And this one girl I had went to nail school with, maybe that's TMI right now. I have her blocked on most things, so, and I'm sure she ain't checking for me. I'm gonna put my hand in the video, so maybe this will be entertaining. She had ordered a few shirts with her logo because she was starting a nail salon. And so I did the shirts. I did some free samples with a logo and different like black glitter on white shirt. It was really nice. I try not to be biased, but it was really nice, really good quality. I have heat. I picked out really good vinyl quality t-shirts. I really did research it. I know it's real common to do that nowadays, but I really do like to put, the effort into what I'm doing to make sure, the things like that as far as that goes. Because just a little tangent on that, you got to make sure. Oh, I popped my little fake nail off. And I hit my head. That was a mess. Make sure the fabric holds the heat transfer vinyl very well, and etc. So I did all these samples for her, black glitter on white, white glitter on black, white on black, light gray. Y'all get the gist. And then I also did aprons. She didn't ask. She said she wanted to get some things done. I'm like, okay, get you a sample. So I'm just going above and beyond. Like, girl, I can, do some things. I made the little, I forgot what the things that you hold like cans in, the insulators. They start with a K or something, right? And I made some of those, some aprons, all these shirts, and I think one other thing. And so she liked it and she had ordered, and I just gave her the sample things for free. You have a few like drink holder things, you have this, I think maybe a towel or something, you have aprons and stuff. She ended up saying, oh, okay, cool, I'll get some aprons. So I'm like, okay, I did a little extra on the sale. She ordered like 10, 20 shirts, some aprons and stuff because she was having employees. Perfect, went smooth, boom. Months later, she expanded. I'm gonna get my gestures. Months later, she had expanded and she was hiring more people, like a significant amount, like of several girls. Sorry. So she asked for more, and that was going to be part of their uniform. And they needed multiple ones each so they can be dressed every day. So it was like an order of like 70 shirts or something like that in 2 different colors of shirts. And so I did the math and everything, a real, on the up and up. And I was like, okay, You pay 50% now, because I think a 50% deposit is fair, because you have equal amount of risks. And with that, you have paid 50%, and if you don't pay the other half, I have lost 50%, if that makes sense. So she paid it with Cash App, and everything went smooth. We even talked about me like co-owning the shop with her. I went over her house. Like, I thought we were friendly, cool, you know? I thought we were friendly, if not friends, you know? And so I'm not thinking anything of it. She tells me her business. She was, you know, she seemed real. Like one of those people who kind of, you know, those people that look like they got it together, but if you really look at them, you kind of don't. But I can see you putting on the front. Like, you seem like you were living this bougie life, but you had put everything, and not that I'm downing that, okay? You had put everything into that shop, which you should do, you know, when you want certain things in life. And, but she was living out of it, literally living out of it. So I'm just like, but you're putting on a, you know, if it's hard, it's hard times, you know, and it is what it is. So I'm not judging you for believing in your, got distracted. Yes, he does. Oh, he does keep me balanced. I tell him we're good together. Besides us being literally good together, if we believe in what the stars have to say, we're good together. Anyways, so what was I saying? Me not judging her, but her kind of putting on a front. Anyways, let me get my hand gestures back for y'all. So, did the shirts, came out very, very nice. Again, if I could be unbiased, perfect. I drove all them to her. Beautiful delivery, and I even gave her extra shirts just in case. And I think I gave her like an extra little something, maybe another towel, just something that wasn't a shirt but with her logo, because I thought that was, you know, cool. When you have a business, it's cool to have your logo places. And sorry. And so she has these small skinny girls. I'm a big girl, but it doesn't matter. But she has all these little girls, and she wants smalls and extra smalls, maybe like a few mediums or something like that. And so we're doing 2 different colors. I'm just giving y'all the details so y'all can, you know, see what's happening here. And so she loves them, tries them on. Mind you, let me preface this beforehand. I bought the shirts, the first batch of shirts. She was a skinny girl. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I don't say that to be demeaning. If that is not PC, I don't know. But she was a small girl. So her first batch of shirts were the same size, same cut, everything. Everything was the same. And so she's like, I wanted those same shirts. I got the same exact shirts. You wanted them. And also, she got them in black at first. She wanted them in gray. Same shirt, gray. Got it. Ordered from the same company, same shirt, gray. Well, they had updated for their new catalog, and they make like better quality stuff. You know, as time progresses, you make better things, hopefully. And so it was their exact same shirt, except it was the, you know, updated version. It had a different model number, but it was their same crew neck, this thickness, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what I'm saying. So she gets the shirts, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, she sends me pictures and like, yeah, these are not the same shirts. And I'm like, yeah, they're literally the exact same shirts. If you're looking at the tag, and I explained to her that, of course, the most professional way, I'm going to give y'all, you know, the shady bias story on my end, but it really was on the up and up. So, you know, I'm just politely letting her know, you know, it's the same shirt, just a different model number, blah, blah, blah. So she sends me them with it on, and she's like, yeah, the gray one's huge. it's not the same size. And I'm like, yeah, you can look in the tag, it's an extra small. And if you notice shirts, they'll have it in the collar tag, but then also usually on the left side, the left or bottom side of the shirt, they'll have a little tag that usually has the size and model of the shirt. So I was like, because I take out the collar tags to put a custom tag on top of everything. So what I was thinking was because if I take out that it's a large, I could have lost track that it was a large because I took the tag out to press a custom tag. So I'm like, if you look on the left inside of the shirt, which I double check, I do quality check and make sure if I put a large on the neck, it's a large on the left side. But maybe there could have been a mistake. So I tell her that, and she's like, yeah, it says it's extra small, but it doesn't fit. I think it's a large. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So she sends me these pictures, and I'm like, oh, what? Okay. So I drove all the way. Mind you, she's like a 35, 40-minute drive away from me. And so I drive there to pick up the shirt, to take it home. And I took a gray one and a black one because you said the black ones were fine. The gray one was the issue. I took it home, measured it, lay it flat. It is, to her point, a half of an inch bigger laid flat. It is 1/2 of an inch bigger. Okay? So I was like, if you just dried them, I'm sure, because we're taking a 1/2 inch and basically it's a 1/2 inch bigger. I'm sorry, I might have explained this wrong. It was a 1/2 inch bigger all the way around. I explained that wrong. So it's a 1/4 of an inch, that's what it was, laid flat, which equaled a 1/2 inch all the way around, if that makes sense. So it was literally bigger, but by the smallest margin. It wasn't even enough because, another tangent, I went to art school and got my degree in fashion design. I learned how to make clothes from nothing. I learned how to sew clothes from nothing. I know how to make clothes. I mean, I don't in practice now. I'm kind of removed from that, but I have the base level knowledge. Okay? So I'm telling her that's not even a big enough of a difference to qualify as a different size. By no means. At all. So that's what I'm trying to tell her, like, just dry it. Because I'm trying to, again, not be too wordy, but tell her, textiles, they are a certain way. I reckon her deal was she was trying to get over. But she seemed on the up and up and so cool and so friendly. It was kind of disheartening a little bit because I didn't expect it from her. Like the conversations we had and stuff, just how she presented and how our relationship had been. There had been nothing wrong. And she threw this big fit, and I'm writing her this as professional as possible. So I reached out to the company who make the shirts. I'm trying to wrap it up. I reached out to the company that made the shirts, and I told them the issue. And they said, well, we have a batch of the old shirts before we have the one in New Year. We can send them out, but ma'am, they're only a 1/4 inch on each side, and it's not even big enough. Like, it's within the margin of error. You know what I mean? Like, to them, that's not an error. That's in the margin of, they're still the same size. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's accounted for that it can be, a certain amount off, and it's still literally the same size. So I'm trying to explain that to her, and I was like, yeah, I can get it. And they're like, well, if you do want them, we're gonna charge you. We'll give you a little bit of a discount, but we're gonna charge you. And this was like 35, 40 shirts. And so I was like, okay, how about this? Given all the details that this is technically not a problem, but you're making it a problem, you won't simply dry the shirts and see if that fixes the issue. Matter of fact, give them to me. I'll dry them at my house if literally using a dryer is a problem. No, she didn't want that. She wanted all new shirts. Oh, mind you, on Instagram and stuff, the girls are wearing these two big, overly huge shirts. You're already wearing the stuff. So, and let me back up. When I delivered the shirts to her, she paid the first half of the deposit Cash App, and then the second half of the deposit, she tried the Cash App, but it kept on saying declined, and she was like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Let me pay you with PayPal. Boom. She wasn't reselling the shirts. They were for her shop, but she acted like they were defective, like they couldn't wear them. And on Instagram and stuff, I see that they're wearing them. You're wearing the gray shirts that you think are so messed up. And I'm like, well, give me the shirts back first of all, if you want me to fix anything. So I told her the company will give me these old shirts. We're going to have to split them, the cost of the shirts in half, and I'll do the labor for free. And I figured that was fair. It was only, I forgot. It was like under $100. Yeah, the second half of her deposit payment was through PayPal. And so she wouldn't do that. She's like, no, it shouldn't be of any cost to me. And I'm like, why not? Given what I'm telling you, they're literally not a different size. They're literally extra small. They literally, because then I'm trying to explain to her factors of the situation. Dyes can make fabric act a different way. Have y'all ever bought the same exact shirt in like blue and one in red and they fit differently? You know what I'm saying? You ever bought the same jeans in black and the same jeans in the dark wash and they fit differently? So that's, and it's within the margin of not error, but difference, if that makes sense, because one dye may have caused the, for it to constrict more, the weave to act a certain way, and one didn't. Just so many variables. So I'm like, if you're just gonna really be nitpicky, let's go half. I lose half of the money to fix this, and you lose half more money for you just being so particular. But she wanted to keep the gray shirts she had, the 3540 that she had, and she wanted me to make new ones. On top of that, all out of my pocket. And then in the middle of all this going back and forth, she disputed it on PayPal. So that was like, it was like $400 she disputed. Maybe like 370, 360, something like that. And so I had never thought anything like that could happen. Like, I'll try to keep everything on the up and up. Yeah, she disputed it. And so I had to end that PayPal. I never paid. That PayPal's just sitting over there. Negative. I just made a new email address. Don't tell PayPal. And I did try to dispute her dispute, but let me put my hand. I tried to dispute her dispute, and I really think, here's the thing. I talked to a person at PayPal, and they're like, ma'am, her bank makes the decision. For whatever reason, however this all worked out, her bank made the decision whether I frauded her or not. Of course, her bank was going to side with her. And the PayPal guy was like, yeah, to me, but because I didn't have it set up to, that's what it was. I didn't have it set up to be a business account because I didn't anticipate doing business through my PayPal. But I did it because we were friends, And I was like, oh, girl, just if your Cash App is tripping, just send it to me on PayPal, It's okay. Just like that, the hand movement, it's okay. And so like, I would never had crossed my mind that that would happen. So I never set it up as a business PayPal because for that reason. And so I had a valid reason. I proved to them that she ordered. I had the text messages because I did everything very, like, again, on the up and up, you know. So I texted her, even though we were friendly, I texted her, you want these shirts, this size, this model, every single detail. So I made sure I didn't mess up. And so I sent that to them. Like, this is what I did. She asked for extra small and gray, this model, this shirt printed like this. And I sent them a picture. This is exactly what I did. It's an extra small. There's 35 of them. It's printed like this. He's like, ma'am, it's not our decision. So, yeah, I end up losing the dispute. She got her little money back, and my PayPal's negative. I didn't technically lose any money. So, I guess it's a win-win. I guess if you can look at it that way, she got her money back. I didn't lose no money. I just lost a lot of time. And I mean, she wasn't like a close friend that I was telling my secrets to, but again, friendly. So yeah, my credit already messed up. Even if it did, what's another thing? No, they actually told me that it didn't mess up the credit, and they couldn't pull it from my bank. I just couldn't do business with that PayPal account. I had to take everything off of it. Yeah, I don't really. I don't have. People say that I don't really have. I literally don't have any friends except my boyfriend. He has always been my best friend. Yeah, he has always been my best friend. But that's years. That's just me telling y'all a story that's been some years ago. I'm not. It's just me thinking of a story to tell y'all, just to hang out. But no, my boyfriend's leaving me my best friend. My mom is my best friend. My sister. That's it. That's it. My best friend. That's my boyfriend. Yeah, I don't be messing with friends like that. I'm not good with friends. I mean, I like y'all, I enjoy y'all, but I'm not a good friend. Not that I'm going to do anything bad to somebody, but I don't have the energy to put into another individual for I don't know what reason. I don't know. I don't want to hear about your boyfriend drama. I don't want to hear about your other good friend and stuff. I'm a bad friend because I can't love you the way you need to be loved, friend. I can't. I see people like girl on girls trip. Like I would never be around like that many people that in that way, that method. Girls trips are weird. Girls nights are weird. Like me and my mom and sister have girls nights, but I just don't know. And especially because I'm kind of in a weird profession for my personality, just to be honest, if y'all haven't learned that. But I see so many people, doing their nails, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go on this trip this weekend, blah, blah, blah. We're going to Miami. And I see them talking about one girl in the group message, and they group messaging, leaving out another girl, and they talking about the first girl. And all 6 of y'all are going on a trip before y'all talking about the other two, and the two of them talking about the other three. And I'm like, why? But y'all all 6 are going to take pictures together and act like y'all love and enjoy each other. No, I don't have time. I just need unconditional love around me. That's it. That's all I want. I don't need nobody sitting here. Oh, girl, you look real cute. But she don't need, Tabytha don't need to be wearing them sandals or toes crusty. Like, I don't want to, I ain't trying to play them games. At all. But it is weird because I do have social media. So much a part of what I do is this, me, existing on a large platform, which is weird. Me and my boyfriend talk about that often. To be like such antisocial people, but what we do, what we want to do, is make art and present to a mass of people. It's kind of a weird catch-22 type situation. I kind of want a dog, but we talk about that too. Like, yeah, I don't know if I could take something out to the bathroom. If dogs, could like go to the toilet. Yes. But somebody said, let's see, dude. I already did this nail. I was just talking to y'all. I was about to get off the phone. I did this nail. You can watch this live. This, I will save it. It's cute. Let me turn off my light so I can see the little holographic details that I love. Yeah, that's what we talk about. Like, I do not want to mess with something. I got to pick up their warm number 2. The triangles, I think these came from, a lot of these type things come from Nail Supply Glamour. It's a local Dallas nail supply here, but they have an online shop. It's Nail Supply Glamour. So you can just Google that and it should pull up their shop and you'll probably see a whole bunch of different stuff like this. And that's where also this crystal glue is from. But that's the end of my story. I need to get up and stretch because I think some of my ailments are me sitting wrong in chairs. I have poor posture. I'm on my phone too much with my neck down. It's a lot. So I need to do this, but in moderation for my health so I can keep on doing this for y'all. So don't be mad at me. I'm going to let y'all go. Take a shower or something. Don't matter. Anyways, I really appreciate y'all for watching, hanging out with me, listening to my stories. And maybe me and my level, we have so much things we want to do, and there's just always not enough time in the day, right? But good night, everybody. Yeah, we may come back. I'm gonna talk to him about telling a story. We have to think of a story we want to tell y'all, or what we want to talk about. Oh, okay. Let me ask y'all one more question before y'all go. I have thought about this. He'll get mad if I say I just thought about this. He has suggested it. I had thought about it. We've come together and we thought about, now this sounds messy and I'm not trying to be messy or rude to people, but what do y'all think about me like reacting to other nail videos and like saying what I would or wouldn't do differently? But it seems kind of messy, right? But I wouldn't be like nasty about it, but I'd be honest about it. Or if y'all, maybe not literally you, but let's say like sending your nail pictures and I'm going to judge them, but on video, like, oh girl, no, that cuticle is messed up. What you should have done is this. See, what would have prevented that is this. Make sure you turn your hands this way. But would any of y'all send in pictures for me to criticize in a public forum and everybody else could see? Because I'm going to be honest if I do this. And that's the thing. My boyfriend said, my honesty is probably one of my biggest downfalls. Yeah, I won't be, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say, this is my example of me telling you something. The cuticle area is too bulky. What we need to do, if you don't want it to look like that, go ahead and thin down the cuticle area. Make sure your hand is pointed down. Yeah, you got polish on the skin. Just be very mindful of that. Blah, blah, blah. Like that. But it will be in a public forum, and people are going to leave comments about you, probably talking about you. But if you ask for it, if you're okay with it, and you're like, yeah, I can take it, I can handle it, I can handle thousands of other people see you talk about my work. Then okay. Yeah, see, that's what I told him. I wouldn't just find random people because that seems super bad. But if people want to send me their work, like if you are open to being criticized, like it's like when you sign the paperwork to do the roast, to be a part of the roast, when you're William Shatner, Yeah. Okay. So how about that? Look, how about y'all, if you're interested in doing that, let me get my hand motions back up. If you're interested, go ahead and send me some stuff, and I'll see how, if I can get a nice little collection, I'll see how I can edit together a video and put it up for you guys and get some honest commentary. So email me or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is tabythascott_nails. Y'all probably already know. Or email me. Which email is I? tabythascott.nails@gmail. I'll say it. Hold on. Let me go get... I'm just getting a little paper, pen, marker. Let's see if y'all can... Does that work? That's too big. Dang, I didn't want this to be 2 lines. This is hard to write, y'all. With this beautiful stain of... Look. That's my email. Y'all know it's .com, right? Email them. Email it to here. Title it something like, so I know, like criticize me or critique me. Yeah, put it as critique, or something. You can blast me out, talk about me in front of everybody. Just so I know, I got a lot of emails. I don't get to my emails a lot lately because of, I don't work. But yeah, because we just talked about it earlier today. So yeah, if you want me to talk about you in front of everybody, just email me your pictures. But I'm gonna have to go. I think I talked too much and I'm complaining about my back enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. And I'm trying to go live like every day, every other day, at least for an hour. This has gone over 2 hours, so I might get in trouble for that. I'm supposed to keep it easy. But don't tell. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, of course. Bye for real this time. Good night, everybody.